Welcome to Flavours of Africa. I'm your host, Doris Ufoegbune.
And I'm your co-host, Kevin Ufoegbune. This is our first episode of Flavours of Africa, and we're truly happy and excited to be here.
Yes, we are. The aim of Flavours of Africa is to promote cultural unity. We believe that food is culture and that cultures that eat together stay together. Through food, we can appreciate diversity and promote cultural unity.
That's right, and it's like you always say, to really understand the culture, you need to consume it.
Exactly. The moment you eat a dish from Nigeria or South Africa, you begin to place these countries on the map. And this is the aim of Flavours of Africa, bringing cultures together, one recipe at a time.
Well, that's wonderful, and it reminds me of the stories that you would tell me about growing up in Africa.
Yes, you know, in Africa, just like anywhere else in the world, food builds solidarity. The moment people eat together, they begin to form a special bond. And that's why we're doing this, you know, to bring cultures together.
Exactly.
You know, when I was growing up, and whenever there was conflict, the feuding parties would get together to air their differences before the elders and the chiefs. Once the conflict is resolved, they will set a date to have a feast, and a feast it was. So food, therefore, becomes a pact.
That's wonderful.
And we have so many wonderful shows lined up for you today.
Yes.
As the show progresses, as we have more episodes.
And more guests and more delicious meals.
Exactly. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. So our very first dish today is called jollof rice. So before we start cooking this jollof rice, we're going to tell you the country of origin and why we're making this dish. So tune in because it's going to be fun. So we're going to move closer to the kitchen.
Yes.
As we cook, we're going to be telling you about this wonderful dish.
And this dish is popular in Nigeria.
Yes, it's popular in Nigeria. However, it originated from West Africa. I'm just going to get the meat here because we're going to get cooking.
Okay.
So it originated from West Africa among the Wolof group. So what happened is that the Wolof group are nomads, so they traveled extensively. And it was this jollof rice that helped them to, you know, get about their business instead of carrying the stew and then the rice. So it became an authentic dish for them. So that's what we're going to be making. We have the beef here, you know, half cooked. And we're gonna start frying it. So we're gonna use vegetable oil because you know what is the best thing to use. So we bring the stove a little, you know, we just heat it up a little bit, and then we start adding the beef. So this is prime beef, you know, Alberta beef. What else to use, you know?
Yes, and Alberta is known for its delicious beef.
Exactly. So, can you tell our audience a little bit about Nigeria? For those people that don't know about Nigeria.
I would love to. Nigeria is a beautiful country. It's located in West Africa. It actually gained its independence on October 1st, 1960 from the British, and therefore its official language is English. However, there are three prominent tribes in Nigeria, and those are the Igbo,
and
the Hausa, and the Yoruba as well.
Exactly. And you know, one thing about Nigeria, or Nigerians, is that we are very proud people.
That's
you know,
right.
if you look at Calgary today, there are so many Nigerians, and they are all well educated. And then, you know, so we have a big organization here called the Nigerian Canadian Association. So you might like to, you know, type in Nigerian Canadian Association, and then that will lead you to their website, and it's awesome. So the stew, the jollof rice, to begin with, we have the beef that is cooking.
Yes.
So we're going to cook it down for a while. I'm going to just raise the stove a little bit. So we cook it down for a while, and then we add the onions. Okay. So,
and I noticed that you're not using a lot of measuring cups. We don't have measuring cups or utensils laid out here.
No, because you know, when I was growing up, we never measured anything. Okay. We just throw in there, no wahala.
No wahala, and it's that easy?
Exactly, it's very, very easy. So I'm just gonna see what this stove is doing. You know, maybe raise it up a little bit. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna transfer it to this one. This one seems to be working better. Oh, that's even better. So we can heat it up. So we're gonna let it cook for about 5 minutes, and then we can add the other ingredients.
Sounds good.
Can you smell the aroma? Come on closer. You know what? Come closer here. Maybe you should be adding while I'm directing.
So I will add the...
I'm gonna, you'll just keep mixing it.
It is easy and it smells delicious.
It's so easy to cook. And why are we also doing this show?
Well, to promote diversity, to promote culture.
Exactly. And also, you know, in Africa, some men believe that only women should be the cook.
That's right. So I'm here to change that.
Exactly. So that's why you're here to say that no, it's not just women that can cook.
And cooking can be fun.
Yeah, it can be fun. You cook with your spouse, you cook with your friends. So I'm gonna add the tomato, and we're gonna continue cooking
Look how that looks.
Okay, this is pureed tomatoes. You see how easy it is.
And it looks beautiful.
Yes. So I'm just gonna lower it a bit. You know, there's a story behind this jollof rice. I was waiting for you to ask me.
Well, I know every dish tells a story, so what's the story behind jollof?
Well, you know, like many years ago, Jean Bellet from West Africa, his dream was to cook jollof rice. But before he could realize his dream, he was transported to the New World. He was enslaved.
Oh, no.
But you know what? He didn't give up his dream. He was saying that once he became free, that he was going to have his own restaurant. So what happened is that after the slave trade, he found himself working in a fine restaurant in New Orleans. So that was really interesting. His dream came true. So
it's funny that he continued dreaming despite his hardships.
And that's like anything in life. You know, you have to believe in yourself and believe that, you know, tomorrow will be better. I'm gonna just raise it a little bit. Okay, fantastic. So we're gonna cook it down for 15 minutes, and then we can add other things. So continue mixing it, that's fine, because we don't want it to burn. So anyway, as I was saying, so he was working in this restaurant. So one day, there was a guest who was very, very hungry, but the restaurant had already closed. And the owner of the restaurant said to Jean Bellet, you know how to cook wonderful dishes from Africa. Can you please find something for the guests, even though we've closed down? So he said, okay. So he went and made a dish of jollof rice and gave it to the guy, the guest, to eat. So the guest ate it and he was so happy. So he called Jean Bellet and he said, what's your name, sir? And he said, my name is Jean Bellet. He said, oh, from this day forward, this dish of jollof rice is going to be called Jean Bellet.
Jean Bellet after him.
Yes, and over time, jollof rice became Jean Bellet. From Jean Bellet, it became jambalaya. And you know, in Nigeria, in Africa, means rice. Oh, okay. So that's the story of jollof rice and jambalaya.
So every dish does tell a story.
It does tell a story, and that's why you see people making jambalaya.
Yes.
Because of culture, you know, cultures coming together.
Exactly.
So that's where we are trying to promote today. So while that is cooking, I'm going to add the curry. You know, curry is from India.
So curry in an African dish.
Exactly. Curry is from India, and you know, we use lots of curry in Nigeria, in Africa. So keep cooking it. And the next...
And we keep it on this heat? Is that
keep it on that heat, because, you know, like tomato has acid. It's very acidic. We don't use salt or anything when we make Nigerian dishes. Okay. Because when we cook it down, it shows us that it can be tasty.
Okay.
So instead of adding sugar. So that's why we said that.
So it's very natural. It's
very natural. So African dishes are very organic.
So I did my job here?
Yeah, you can continue. Okay. But you know what? You can take a break, you know, and throw some shows here and there, and then we keep cooking. But you see how easy it is? And that's
Can I tell you how lovely you look today?
Oh, thank you so much.
I really like your attire and your dress. It's really nice.
Well, this is how we dress in Nigeria.
Okay.
And then the scarf is also the way we dress in Nigeria.